people always ask the question, why hasn't he been assassinated then? He must be an insider. But well, this guy asked me this one time and I was like, bro, you're saying he's got no opposition and he's still allowed there. Do you know what happened to him when he first came out? He was like a national joke. He couldn't walk down the street without people pointing and laughing at him, okay? He's been disallowed to go to Europe. That's one thing that's happening. Oh, but he must be rich. No, he's not. He lives in a little place that has a kitchen that can barely be called a galley, just so that he can take care of himself.
You know, when people say, why hasn't he been taken out? Somebody close to David who spoke to an ex-MI5 or MI6 agent who had confessed that there were about 5 attempts on David's life over the years and that apparently no one can succeed and they can't get close to him. When I spoke to David about it, he said he thinks that there's an energetic protection. And that's probably, you know, when I was speaking about when I came in, I was promised I would not be hungry and I would always have what I needed. Well, I guess this is something that he came in with. You know, he'll always be protected to an extent because he's not protected from being banned from the entirety of Europe and Australia, being ridiculed. But when it comes to actually losing your life, there is a protection energy there, I believe.
I also explained to this guy about credibility. If you are the head of DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Division of the National Security Agency, and you turn whistleblower, the chances are that they will make a lot of effort to take you out because you're very credible. And if they can't take you out, they will do everything within their power to damage your reputation, okay? Yes. Anytime you mention David Icke, there is a good chance that somebody will say, oh, you're going to be talking about reptilians next. All right. So that's the thing. You don't need to take out David Icke if you've damaged his credibility to the point and brainwashed the population into putting him in a little box so that you don't listen to him.
You're spot on with that. So I'm making a film at the moment. It's called Persona Non Grata, the demonization of David Icke, and it's all about his ban from Europe. And we're going really deep into the whole ridiculing thing, but he's also going to explain into detail what he means with the whole reptilian thing and why people call him anti-Semitic. So we're really going into the whole thing. So that film is going to be premiering on the 26th of March in the Netherlands and a couple of days later in London, and then it's going to come on the Iconic platform, Persona Non Grata. I really highly recommend people to watch it who've been brainwashed into thinking that he's just talking about reptilians.
The thing about reputation is what people say about you. Character is who you really are. And David's a hell of a character.
You could say that, all right.
You know, one of the crowning achievements of my career was not only did I get David Icke and Mark Passio on a show together, but I made David laugh. a good one, you know. I'd done a number of interviews with him, and I was always trying to get him to laugh and failing, and then I just nailed it, you know. And it was with this one. This one time, I was on a show with some Americans, and they said, "Salvini, give it to us straight. Is the Earth flat or is it round?" And I went, well, I think it's a holographic fractal that's being projected by collective consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. And they were like, whoa. At the end of the day, people might have simplistic understandings of things. But with that being said, Christiane van Wyk from Iconic, from Earth, rather, she's a being that coasts on the waves of inspiration and fantabulousness. I only just learned the word fantabulous, and I think it is absolutely fantabulous in and of itself. You know, it's kind of like an onomatopoeia, something that sounds like what it is, like scumbaggery or swash or pop. Anyway,